Jacob, mate, every 2 years we come back to this, the Mazda MX-5, because they always seem to change something. They always nip and tuck. And so with all of these changes, they've made this thing better because they've introduced something called Kinetic Posture Control. And what that essentially does is it removes the biggest issue that people have with the MX-5, and that is its body roll. It used to body roll really bad, but they've added a new system to this and now it drives even better. As always, we love this thing, Jacob, don't we?
Oh, it's so cool.
So we're just gonna do the whole hog here. We're gonna take you on an exterior tour. We're gonna check out all the quirks and features, Doug. Yeah, trademark that one.
Nice.
On the interior. And then of course, we're gonna drive it and see just how it performs, not only in our launch, but we're also just gonna see, does it handle better? Because if it handles better, dream car, right?
It's a winning formula.
Winning formula. You know what else is a winning formula, Jacob?
What?
If you finance your... Wow, that was an interruption. If you finance your next car with Driver, Driver is a fintech finance comparison site. When you want to get your next car loan, they are consumer focused, so they're on your side. They will get you the best deals that they possibly can. It's a really simple, easy service to use with no obligation. So click the link in the description below or the pinned comment, and for every set of loan, you will get a $150 fuel card. That's awesome.
We like that.
Let's review this thing. As always, let's start with the exterior of the Mazda MX-5. And yeah, this thing's been on sale for quite some time. They haven't changed too much, but I think that's a good thing. I love these kind of slim headlights here. You've got this weird little daytime running light there and also one here. You've got really bright LEDs, even though it is such a small little package. And halogen bulbs, that isn't the best, man.
Not my favorite.
By the way, this one here is the base model for the retractable fastback. So you can get it as a soft top or a hard top. I really like this one, man. I think it's just so cool. And you'll see when we go driving that it just feels a bit more closed off, a bit more private with the open top experience. So I like that one a lot. And it will set you back $47,000 for this base trim here, which is honestly the trim you should probably get.
Yeah, if you're after driving dynamics, for sure.
100%. It's lighter, it's better. Anyway, this is actually pretty hilarious. Look at this. It's so hot today, this plastic is so malleable. It's quite funny. Down here, you've got a little grill. It looks like a little smiley face. This does have the Kodo design language, so that means it's all nice and swoopy like a coupé, Jacob. Here, you've got a little splitter as well. Otherwise, that's it. It's just a really long bonnet, wheels in all four corners. We like that.
Very cool.
Let's check out the side. So here is where you can kind of see these swoopy lines. Part of the Kodo design language is that there aren't any sharp lines. It kind of looks like a little blob. I kind of like that. Here you've got these blacked out 17-inch wheels. They are wrapped in Bridgestone Potenza tires. Really not my favorite, but whatever. It's a base model. You can change that if you want to. They're not very thick. They're 205 wide. So very, very small tires, but this is a very, very small car. I mean, I essentially am longer than the wheelbase. So that's actually pretty impressive. Here you've got a blacked out mirror with blind spot monitoring in there as well. You don't have keyless entry, but you do have keyless go. If you want keyless entry, you have to go for the trim above. But otherwise, man, how cool is this?
This is the best angle.
Yeah, we'll open this up in a second when we go into the interior, but for now, let's talk about the back. Here at the back, you get these really tiny little tail lights. They are pretty functional. The, again, halogen bulbs there. MX-5 badge there. You've got the Sky Active G badge and the Mazda logo there. Here you've got your backup camera. It's a decent camera, definitely not the best. You've also got some parking sensors there. And then down the bottom is your dual exhaust tips, which sound pretty good-ish. Oh, and how could I forget this? It's a little radio antenna. So cute, man.
Not very little.
No, it's actually quite big. Let's talk about the inside. This is the interior of the Mazda MX-5, full of... No, I'm gonna stop there, Jacob. Don't you worry about that.
Is that another Doug?
Yeah, it was. I like Doug, okay? I'm just trying to add a bit of flair to these videos. So, what's the interior like? The Mazda MX-5. What has changed, Jacob?
Apart from you, you've changed, man.
I have changed.
Not really much, to be honest.
Not really much. You do now have a new button here, though. Ah. You get lane departure warning. There's also a few other safety features, which, by the way, you can read about on our new website, Jacob. CarSauce.com is just the place to go if you want all your latest car news and reviews. But back to this. Scratchy materials pretty much everywhere. Not that I care at all because it feels so nice in here. You've got this, ooh, like softish plastic here. Got this leather here on the door and on the armrest. You've got this fake carbon fiber. And I hope you like the color of your car because it is also the paneling on the inside. But that's just a really cool touch, isn't it, man?
You know what's funny?
What?
You said that exact line in the last video you did about this car.
Really?
Yeah, you did.
Thanks for being a fan, man, and watching all my videos.
It was 2 years ago. You haven't changed at all.
I think it's time to open this bad boy up. We have a button, and it just falls. Oh God, it's bright.
It's very bright.
That's the power of B-roll, isn't it? That was fluid. Cloth seats here because, as I said, this is the base model, but it's not a bad thing. It's a really hot day today, and these cloth seats actually aren't hot at all. If they were black leather, my God, it would be a very different story. No, they're not heated. Now, one of the things that is a bit of a shame is that you miss out on the Bose stereo, but you still get speakers in the headrest, and you can very easily have a conversation even on the highway with the roof open. And this is what I love about this, man. It's just like enclosed, but it's not. You still are completely open. You can even remove this if you want some extra wind flow, and that allows it to go through like that. That just stops buffering. But hey, you know what? If you want more air, get more air.
You said buffering like it's a video. I'm pretty sure it's buffeting.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It is buffeting.
Maybe put it back in, bro.
Look at that. See that? That's your cup holder. You can also put that cup holder right here. And then you get a really wobbly cup holder, but that's okay. We won't comment about that. At least you get 2 cup holders in here. You got this nice little soft area for your arm, your center armrest. 0 storage. You can get about your glasses, and that's about it. Practicality is not the name of the game with the Mazda MX-5, is it?
Nah, practically it's a great driver though.
But that's its quirk.
It's a quirk and a feature.
Oh, love these little air vents though. The dials for them feel a bit old school, and I've taken points of cars for having this in the past, so I don't know, a slight point off, but I don't actually mind it, if I'm being totally honest. You got a couple of USB-A ports here and a very small storage area for your phone. As I said, this car's been on sale for a while now. It definitely does not fit the latest iPhones in there, but whatever, I'll excuse it. Just like I'll excuse this tiny little screen that my hand can completely cover. This is your little infotainment display. I suppose it doesn't need to be a huge tablet when you're in such a small car anyway. You can use this little controller down here, and actually you kind of have to. If you go any speed above 0 kilometers an hour, it stops being a touchscreen, which is a bit sucky. It's something that Mazda have done in the past because it's safer. I don't know, man.
I completely disagree.
Yeah, when you're scrolling your wheel around and being like A, B, C.
Okay, we get it. You know the alphabet.
But otherwise it actually works really well, so I'm not going to complain too much about that. And the Apple CarPlay is wireless. We like that, Jacob.
We like it a lot. Here's
one of my favorite things though, Jacob. Oh, I put it in reverse. The 6-speed manual.
I love it.
I love it. It's got such short throws. What did I say originally in the video? 40 millimeters, did I?
I don't know if you gave a number, but you said it was the shortest throws of any car you've ever driven. Just a big call.
No comment. Anyway, it's really good. I like it a lot. Just like I like this. Oh.
I didn't know you had a double-handed action.
Oh. Well, in the B-roll, it's one hand. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed already, please do, because we have a dancing baby there. And a dancing baby there.
How'd they both fit in there?
You tell me, Jacob.
Subscribe and find out.
Steering wheel. Oh, I like this steering wheel. I like the white stitching you get around it. And I really like these gauges here. You've got a giant center tack, which is really cool. Shows your rev count. On the right-hand side, you have a very small speedo, because your speed doesn't matter in this thing, does it, Jacob?
No, you don't want to know how slow you're going.
No, you don't really want to know how slow you're going. And on the left-hand side, you have like 3 different menus you can cycle between, and that's it. I actually don't mind it. I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's perfect.
Yeah, the whole setup just works super well. Should we check out the back seats? Just kidding. You do have this little storage area though. It's actually not as small as you would think. This is a pretty large bottle of Coke. We've also got a pancake lens in there. We'll extend that one out for you in the B-roll. But yeah, look, storage is not the best situation, and yeah, it's probably time we talk about the boot space, because let's just talk about the boot space. So to access the boot, you have a little button right there, and then you can lift it up. it's really not a great story, as you would kind of expect. I don't remember exactly how many liters, like 185 or something like that. It's still like decently usable, but you're probably not even gonna be able to get a suitcase in there unless it's a small suitcase. A couple of duffel bags though will be fine if you're doing a weekender, Jacob. And also, you got a little light there. It's kind of cute.
Just don't leave it on.
Just don't leave it on because it will drain your battery. Cool, Jacob? Engine. So here is probably everyone's favorite part of this car. It is a really high revving 2-litre naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, pumps out 135 kilowatt of power and 205 Newton meters of torque. Best of all, they changed this engine a couple of years ago, so now it revs higher. 7,500 RPM is now its red line, and peak power comes in at 7,000 RPM. This thing is like a baby VTEC almost. Kind of feels that way. Like a baby one.
Yeah.
Very small.
Very, very small.
Anyway, what better way to show that, Jacob, than by launching it?
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty, Jacob, now we're gonna launch the MX-5. Toot the horn for me, mate. Sounds good.
Awesome.
What do you reckon it's gonna do 0 to 100?
I have literally no idea. I'm just going to guess 6.7 seconds.
I think that would be accurate if we weren't both sitting in this car.
True.
We add literally about 20% of weight to the car. Car weighs a ton.
Thanks, man.
So put that into perspective, right?
All those late night Macca's runs.
150 kilos, 50. All right, let's launch this thing. Actually, I didn't give a guess.
This is what he does, guys. He launches it, then guesses, and then we edit it to make him look smart.
0 to 100 in 7.3 seconds.
That's what you reckon?
Yeah. Fist me. Let's do a bit of a launch. 3,000?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, baby.
Nice.
Oh! Ah! 0 to 100 in 7.2 seconds. You see it? It's there.
Wow, you're so good.
Right there. Show it.
Great guess, man. Great guess.
I'm going to guess 0 to 100 in 7.21 seconds. Let's drive this thing normally. All right, friend, driving the Mazda MX-5.
Oh, I
feel love is what I
feel very close to you right now.
I just swallowed a fly, bro.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I feel like in the I-30N video you were punching flies.
Yeah.
And this is the revenge.
This is the revenge.
The revenge of the fly.
Speaking of, we are driving the Mazda MX-5.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing is nice.
It's awesome.
Oh, this thing is nice. I love this little... Oh.
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 It's a great little 6-speed.
You know what I love most, I think, about the MX-5?
What?
Is that, well, there's actually quite a few things, so it's hard to pinpoint it down, but the fact that this is naturally aspirated and you really have to work to get the power out of the engine is so much fun.
I completely agree. It comes alive at like 6,000 revs.
And this is beautiful, right? We're giving this thing a lot of sauce today through a lot of twisties. Oh my God, man, that Kinetic Posture Control actually works.
It genuinely does. It breaks the inside rear wheel. I feel like you're going pretty tame right now. Or it's just very controlled.
It
I don't
feels
know.
really controlled.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. Okay, so one of my biggest complaints, and a lot of people complain about this, was the body roll of the MX-5. And people were like, oh, well, you can lower it by 2 millimeters and you'll... Right? It had a lot of body roll, but it literally like has so little now.
It's pretty crazy.
That is crazy. Now, obviously, we're going topless today, friend. We're going topless because that's the beauty of the MX-5. I just feel so happy right now.
I feel free, like a bird.
Like a bird. It's like zen in here, right?
I would hardly call it zen, bro. The wind is roaring.
I love it. Okay, so we're gonna give this thing some twisty sauce. Let's downshift it. Now, why would you buy the manual over the auto, Jacob?
Because the manual is sick.
Yeah, the manual is sick, but that's not the only reason.
Why?
The big reason is that if you get the manual, you get a limited slip differential. If you get the automatic, you don't. And what that does is it sends power to the wheel with most grip and helps you pull you around a corner. So when you combine that with this Kinetic Posture Control, it means you get some really good handling. By the way, the steering tune on this, I think I've complained before saying it didn't have too much feel. I don't know what I was talking about.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah. Completely agree.
And you sit so low to the ground.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I'll tell you what though, I wish I had a bit better bolstering in the seats though, because this car just makes me want to go faster around the corner.
Yeah, I know, right? But the good thing is, like, we're not breaking the speed limit here.
No.
We're just getting up to it in a really fun way. I don't know how to describe it other than that, you know?
It makes going the speed limit very fun.
Just spun the wheels there. And I think this is a perfect example of, you don't need to get the top of the range. Get the bloody base model. It gives you like the same thrills, honestly.
And it's lighter too.
And it's lighter too, because you don't have the leather seats, you got the cloth. Speaking of sauce, let's give this thing some sauce around. So what's it going to tickle my little pickle, bro? Shall we? Do a little bit of a launch? Oh, come on, baby.
Oh yeah.
I love that 7,500 RPM. It's so controllable.
So good.
Second gear. Oh,
Oh,
come on, baby. Wow.
how good is that grip?
Wow. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Holy moly, man.
One of the best cars up Saucy Corner for sure.
That's insane. And okay, let's come back to like the drivability of this as a daily. It's actually really comfy, right?
Yeah, I mean, road noise aside, obviously.
Road,
with an
I mean,
RF.
can't really count this now because the roof is down. Yes, it's small. Yes, it's not the most practical car out there. But I think if you're like, let's say you're a single bachelor, or you've got you and your mate, like you and I.
Yep.
You just got two people. It's awesome.
Or you're going through a midlife crisis.
No
Also
judgment.
fine.
Also fine.
Awesome.
Because that means you can downshift a second,
And forget about your divorce.
forget about your divorce.
Oh.
Why are you taking all my money? Why are you taking all my money? I don't know, man. I'm super impressed. I really like this thing. Let's get into our final thoughts.
I'm a fan.
Okay, Jacob. So, the 2023 Mazda MX-5. Do you think that the KPC system has changed the way that this thing drives?
I mean, I think the video speaks for itself, honestly. This thing drives amazingly. And it's my new favorite way to get a sunburn.
There you go. Jacob's new favorite way to get a sunburn. I'm gonna get burnt, aren't I? Look, this thing is just as amazing as ever, but now it's even better. I think that they've fixed the one issue that I had with it, which was its body roll. Some people absolutely loved the body roll. They thought it was part of the characteristics, but I think when you're taking a corner really hard in this thing, you want to feel secure, and you just do now. It's awesome, man.
It corners so damn well.
But let me know what you guys think down in the comments section, just below that like button, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. We would love to have you around. Click over there if you want to get the best financing deals for you. And then up there, you can watch our GR86 video, or down there, you can watch our i30N review.
Check them out.
Thank you guys very much for watching. Ciao for now.
We love you.